Hey folks, Vic here, and I've once again recorded a bunch of trades that have set up in the first 3 days of this week. I think there's 7 in total, something like that, including a live trade on the Euro US dollar from yesterday, April the 13th. I hit the record button just as we were starting to get filled on that one, and you'll see that. I've been showing these trades for a long time now, and I hope you're seeing just how effective our strategy is, and especially how effective our trade management is in protecting profits, especially when we're taking counter trend trades, while at the same time allowing for much bigger moves. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos, and if that's the case, I'd sure appreciate a thumbs up, as many of you have been giving, and so thank you for that. And also be sure to subscribe to our channel, which can be done by clicking on the subscribe button. There's a little button in the lower right corner of the video as it's playing. Okay, here are the trades. Hey folks, Vic here. I just want to show you a trade that this is on Monday, April the 12th, 2021, and it's a trade that was just barely missed. We all had orders in, or I shouldn't say all of us, but those who were in the our chat room at the time. We're looking for a sell. This is the British pound US dollar pair, and you can see on the daily chart we had this level. This is a good level here. It was a strong level the price reacted off of, broke below it, and we're looking for a sell when it comes back to retest, but we use smaller time frames to adjust our exact sell level, and it was a really good sell up at 137.77. Well, the high got to 137.76.7. We missed it by 0.3 of a pip getting filled in here. You know, this is reality trading, and I wanted to put this video up because we don't, once in a while you just miss a trade like that. You miss a fill and it happens, and you know, it's part of trading, and you don't worry about it. It's just you know, it'd be nice to have gotten it, obviously, because it had a pretty good move down. I think about 45 pips down on a 15 pip risk, so pretty good. But in any event, I just wanted to show you a trade that happens, that sometimes you just don't get the fill, and then you get the big move afterwards, and again, it just happens. But you can see, like, at this black horizontal line is actually that daily level that I showed you from before. Well, price traded above it and comes back to it. It could end up being a level of support, but the way that we scalp, there's a lot of pips in there on a reward risk basis. It's quite attractive. So even if it ends up stopping down here, it's got a real nice profit in it. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Hope that was useful of some kind, of use of some kind, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Hey folks, it is April the 13th, Tuesday, April 13th. Just so this isn't hindsight or anything, I'm looking to sell the Euro US dollar at, we have a level up here at about 119.39. So stand by, we'll see what happens here. And just a little more further explanation. Sorry, we're in this downtrend and we're having this big rally today here, and the level I like is right here. This is a daily level, so we're looking to sell it up in that level using adjustments on the lower time frames, the way that we teach. Okay, a little update. So just one of the members in our chat room just said he's been filled. There can be little differences in dealing platforms, and so that's the difference. I actually missed mine just barely by a few tenths of a pip, but he's filled and he's already taken his first profit on this trade, so he has a free look at it now. Okay, the fill has been hit at 139.39, and we'll just see what happens. You only have an 11 pip stop, 11 pip risk in this trade, so we'll see what happens. Thanks. Okay, well, finally a little bit of movement out of this thing here. It didn't go a lot against this, maybe like, I don't know, 3 pips. And it's coming back down, so we've hit our first profit target, and we'll see if we can get some lower levels on here. The only reason I got these fibs on here, I don't use them actually for trading, but the reason for it is because on these steep moves like this, it's really common to see a 38% retracement on them. And actually, if you look left, you can see with some resistance and maybe some support here now. So yeah, let's see what happens here, see if we can get more juice out of this one. So one more thing I should mention. So we've already taken profit on you know, a part of the position, and the other, now you have to figure out where you're going to get out of the other part of your position. So one thing we do is we look for opposing levels. Like this has been a kind of a strong pair moving up, the euro US dollar has, until we hit this resistance where we sold. And you can see how accurate it is. I mean, this red line is where we sold, right up here, and look what's happening. But this is our first level where we had some support, and it's going up. So that's not a bad level that, we're getting kind of closer towards the London close. We've got about an hour to go. We'll see what happens. But if it was to go down to here, if you can hang on to it down to there, that alone will give you an average of about 30 pips of profit, and it only needed an 11 pip risk. So darn near a 3-to-1 just taking it off down here. So just some ideas on that. Okay, guys, I need to get rolling here. You can see the euro still working its way lower here. It's it's turning out just fine. They kind of normally do. Well, you never know. I mean, but yeah, so far so good. It's heading down. Nice little sell up in here. So yeah, I mentioned on the 4-hour chart. I don't know if I said 4-hour, but this is a 4-hour chart. That this is a pretty good level here to look to take some profit. And that would be almost a 3-to-1 reward risk, averaged out by taking profit on your first part and then the second part. The other thing you can do, like if you take half your profit at an amount equal to your risk, then if you took another, the rest of it off at 119.08, you would actually end up averaging a 2-to-1 reward risk. So that's not a bad little day either. The thing about trade management is that, the initial part of it's pretty objective. We have good rules for that. When it comes to taking profit, people do things differently. They have different risk tolerances, different everything, so I can't ever say, well, here's what you have to do or should do. I mean, this is on a daily chart. Somebody else might go, hey, this thing's still in a big downturn, making lower highs and lower lows. I'm going to hold it down to the next opposing level. Now you get yourself a really big trade. Okay, so just some ideas. Anyway, I hope that this little live trade example was helpful. And I'm glad that some of our members took the trade as well. Always good to see. So yeah, there you go. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Hey folks, okay, I'm going to run through the trades that set up for Wednesday, April the 14th, 2021. There's quite a few of them, and I'm just going to show you the ones that I cover in my scalp level video every day. There was actually more trades than what I'm going to show you, but yeah, this is what happens with scalping. There can be lots of opportunity. Euro, US dollar, and these are in no particular order. Some of them, well, actually, I think almost, let me just check here. I think they're all counter trend trades. If you're not comfortable trading counter trend, these aren't the kind of trades you want to take, but you can get some good moves out of counter trend trades, but they always have to be managed carefully, like any trade. Euro, US dollar, this is a great level. We've been watching this. I've been talking about this level for selling at for a long time, and today was quite a day. It had some really big movement on some of the pairs. But that was up at we adjust this level to sell it up at 119.85, and some other members took that as well, which is great. Here's the move down. This is just after you pass the London close, and down it goes. So it's already been a 1-to-1 reward risk. So we take some profit there, and definitely a winning trade. And we'll see what happens as it makes its way towards rollover time and where we're at. On the New Zealand yen pair, there was actually a couple of trades on this following the rate release that happened yesterday. And let me see here. So yeah, the first level that we had to look, see, here's what's the deal. Here's the deal here. We had a level on the daily chart. See this level? This is quite a strong movement. So because it broke below it, we're just seeing what happens if it reacts around here. So we go down to our 15-minute chart, our 15-minute chart, and the first, let me just show you here. The first, this is this daily chart I just showed you. The first reaction that we're looking for, you got to go back a ways, but was right up at this level here. We use different time frames to fine tune our entry, and this had a decent move down here actually, and so it was definitely a profitable trade. Then it went up. And then it went up to the next level. See this black line? This is the next daily level up right here at the very top. You can see, let me just bring this up full screen. This is a great level here where we had a nice reaction off of it. So we're watching that. Price had made a big move beyond its average daily range, which is significant usually. And it makes it up to this next level up in here. And this was a really good adjusted 4-hour level. And you can see the move down here. Here's the thing. This trade was hung in here for a long time before it actually moved down. So it's a very fair comment to say that you can get out for break even. Okay, that's not a bad thing to do. And even though this went down, yeah, that's hindsight now. But the fact is, it was definitely no worse than break even, and there's enough profit in there to get a 1-to-1, and it's still heading down, and this can be held for longer. Now you look for opposing levels on higher time frames to take profit on those ones. So there's 2 trades on the New Zealand Japanese yen pair. This was a losing trade on the Australia US dollar pair. It's another level that I've been looking at for quite a while. This level on the daily chart, which is, let me just make sure I have that straight. Yeah, this is a very good level right here. Well, not a very good level. We're stuck in a range is what it is. It's not a particularly strong level, but it's hanging in. We want to see what's happening as it bounces up and down off these ranges and that. So if I go down to my entry time frame, there is a very good adjusted time frame, adjusted sell right here. A good trade, and price dropped a little tiny bit, not enough to take any profit or get the risk out, and up it went. That's a full loss on that one. Okay. On the, let's see, the last one I have is on the US CAD pair, one that I showed in my scalp level video yesterday. We have a level of, we're once again stuck in this range here. And so we have this bottom level here and this top level here, and prices ping-ponging between the two. So I pointed this out, and that we have on the 15-minute chart an adjusted level right down here. And this is where it went to after the London close. It touched it, and there's a bounce back into the range here, which is kind of typical, by the way, of what happens at London closes. And that one had a 1-to-1, and excuse me, it then went up. I wanted to show you here how you take profits on what you can do. You see this level right here? That's a pretty strong level. And when price comes back up to it, you can start to look for profit, or this next level up is another one here. And you don't have to get the last pip out of these things. I mean, this is like, I don't know, 125, 31. 30 is a good level, just as a general rule. And that actually got hit. Who knows if it'll go more or not, but it's a counter trend trade right now because the daily and the weekly charts are down on this pair. So it's a 1.5 to 1 reward risk if you want to take some pips out of that. Anyway, lots of trades on the Wednesday here, and yeah, hope you can see how frequently these set up, and then hopefully the methodology makes sense to you and all that. So there you go. Thanks so much. So again, you can see that these trades do set up daily, and how we use our higher time frame levels to sniff out trading opportunities. Okay, so yeah, a big thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. I only hope that they're helpful, and that you can get some benefit from them. So yeah, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Any feedback is always appreciated. Let me know if they're helpful and they make sense. And also, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about our service, and I'd be happy to get back to you on that. Thanks again. Wishing you good trading for the remainder of the week. See you next week with more videos. Take care.